I was facing a closer idea of death in my own reality, my perception. So when I experienced that changed a lot of the depth I was interacting. Oh, what do I care about so much? Who do I want to see? If I was only going to live for so long, who would I want to be experiencing this with? Who would I want to be experiencing that with? And that played a lot of point, and that had a significant impact on my life, as well as brought me very aware of time, how long we had. Like thinking, all right, I'm going for dinner on Friday with so and so. Do I really want to do that? Is that in my interest, or is that just me people pleasing for the sake of doing it? And then I cut out so much, sorry to say, crap that was, because you have to be realistic, so much crap that I was doing on a day-to-day basis that I didn't want to do. Going along to things that I really wasn't interested in. Every single thing that I looked at, sort of very boring tasks that were taking up so much time with my business, with my life, that I thought, what am I doing this for? It doesn't bring me real enjoyment, this. What am I doing this? And cutting that out. Loads of things, and I would really sort of prioritize the things that meant the most to me and what I really wanted to do to be happy. And those were, like, from anything. Like, I would think someone would invite me and say, do you want to go to a classical music concert? Now, I like classical music, and it's not my main genre, but I hugely appreciate classical music. And I remember going to a particular event, and I was sitting there and I was thinking, I'm very bored after 15 minutes, 20 minutes of this particular thing. And I thought, well, make sure I never go to that again, because I waste so much time going to sign up for things I don't want to be there. And that was the same for a lot of things, a lot of movies, a lot of social events that I didn't really want to be at, but I just went along with anyway. So I got rid of a lot of that so that I was prioritizing what I want to do. And that played a big part in my life, because each day I wake up and I think, right, this is a new day and this is a new life. And each day I view like a new life from sort of philosophy, from that perspective. And each day is a new life. What do I want to be doing today? Okay, do I want to spend ages getting ready? Do I want to spend ages driving or walking to things that I need to do? No. So I'm thinking constantly about what things are going to give me the best. And I mean, this is obviously streamlines your life, your business, whatever you're doing, a priority. Things like just making sure, for example, I'm going a little bit off topic here, but just making sure, for example, that there's lots of clothes so you can always get changed quickly, and you don't have to spend too long picking what to wear, and then you can start the day. Making sure that you've always got lots of food and things that you want to eat, and it's not going to take too long, so that you can enjoy food, but you're not getting so caught up in all the preparation of things. Thinking of what you want to do with the day from the beginning or the day before, so you know roughly the structure, so you don't get stuck in these positions where you're thinking, what am I going to be doing later, and spending so much time planning or doing things you don't want to do. If I want to go and do things like some day out or something to do, some trip or whatever, I'm thinking to myself, is this really going to really make me happy in the moment? Is this really going to be a benefit, right? Lots of things like that. Like, there's so many of them. To think of all the things that you go to or you do where you're standing there. Are you people pleasing? Have you gone to that barbecue because you didn't want to upset someone, and you're standing there thinking, I don't really enjoy this conversation? Now, we've got to... It sounds funny when we look at it like that, because it sounds a little bit selfish at first, but it actually isn't. It's actually a great concept, and I learnt it from Albert Ellis's Happiness book, because he was saying, to be happy, we've got to be a certain amount selfish, because we have to put our priorities right. We've got to help others and do things. Look, if your mum's saying, can you come to this thing, and it's pretty boring and you don't want to go, you're going to go because you want to keep her happy. You're not doing all things for yourself, but just in general, in your general life, you want to be sort of prioritizing. Now, this is connecting you again with life and death, realizing you've got a very short amount of time. So for me, when you look at priorities in life, what I do with my work and what I'm doing with Changing OCD, that's a big priority. So I have to think to myself, right, this is going to take a lot of time. This is going to take a lot of work. This is going to involve a lot of thinking of the quickest way to get things done, the quickest way to make changes. And we've got to do that and implement that and pivot on the spot to make those changes. And so we have to think a lot like that, even more so than I would if I wasn't doing this.